This is the exciting moment, the moment we've been waiting for. We got SoCal legend off the track, and we're waiting. Green flag, and off they go for the EUC Pro Races at TEF1.
Into the Rocky Moran corner and down the stretch as they head into that banked turn and downhill towards those downhill S's.
Yes, this track, we've come accustomed to it.
Oh, we got
and we have a rider that slightly went off, back on the wheel, and is probably ready to go again. This happens in these pro races.
Yes.
It's starting to get intense as they're finishing up the first half of their first lap.
That's right. I'm not sure if there was contact there or what it was, but we did have a rider spin out. But you never know. It's never over in PEV racing. Get back on that wheel and head back into the pack.
Yeah, we got a couple of gaps here. We got a first and second place, a little bit of a gap. And third and fourth place, they are battling for third place hard.
This is an epic final race as they're heading into that straightaway. Oh, we've got a racer that's sliding out. I believe we have Zach Darnell in first, heading up the straightaway, followed by Kevin Zavala, Zach Darnell, Kevin Zavala, Brian Dillard, Darius Arias, Douglas Marshall, and Roger Jolly. That's two racers we've seen off the track so far in this final race.
But remember, folks, it is not over. This is the main show. That was only one lap. We have 5 laps in total to finish up this EUC final. So you don't know who could be in first now. They could be in last later, or the person in last can come up in first. Anything could happen on this track as that temperature's going down. They're losing a bit of that traction. They're getting exhausted from the day. This is why we came out here to the K1 circuit for TEF1.
Second and third place are battling Brian Dillard and Kevin Zavala. We've got Team Alien Rides and Team E-Wheels just battling it out there, trying to get second place. Zach Darnell is way out ahead.
Yeah, it seems that there was a little bit of an active race so far. A little squiggly here, squiggly there, making a bit of gaps. And we got a little bit of a challenging second and third place, back and forth, back and forth. And it looks as though we may still have a Zach Darnell up in front. Everyone put your hands together. He's coming across the line here for a second lap. The second lap out of 5. Zach Darnell.
Zach Darnell has been putting on a clinic out here today. Throughout the qualifications as well as this final, Zach Darnell, typically found on dirt racing,
but not always, man. This guy is making his way back into the absolute podium positions in EUC racing, and he makes sure he takes a lot of time into training and making sure his body is strong enough to be out there in front like he is right now, holding that first position.
That's right. Zach Darnell, he won Let It Ride this last year, Let It Ride in Las Vegas. And there he is. There is Zach Darnell out in front. And you can see the gap there. He's got quite a gap. Beautiful flying by our drone pilots. By the way, our drone pilots, something.fpv, post toast, as well as casualty FPV.
Yeah, just a beautiful view as we had the Zach Darnell in first place and back to that fight between the second and third place, which is proving to be one of the more exciting things to watch at the moment. It's nice to see Zach Darnell out front there. But this battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth even.
Looks like Rogers actually threatening third place there.
Rogers making a name for himself once again, back on that track.
And here we have Zach Darnell for his third lap out in front.
Starting off that fourth.
Followed by Kevin Zavala, Brian Dillard, Roger Jolly, and Darius Arias. Douglas Marshall not too far behind. Bringing up the rear is Geelong Kongfat, Sam Clegg, and Richard Salcedo. Zen Lee, I believe he was one of the ones that slipped out earlier.
Yeah, I did notice he had a little hiccup there before. I don't see Zen Lee out there now. There he is as he's making his way across the start-finish line.
He's putting down some fast lap time, so even after spinning out a little bit, he is trying to catch up and make up time. I think that experience he has from racing over in Spain for so many races is really proving true now.
It's a big part of this is sportsmanship. Even if you do go down, you get back on your wheel and you finish that race. And it's a very normal thing in the PEV racing scene. You got to make sure that you just get back on there, you have some integrity, and you finish up that race. And that's exactly what Zen Lee is doing right now.
There's a lot of battling going on out there, Brett.
Yeah, we're seeing some exchange of positions. We're getting close on those pedals. It's everything we wanted when we were talking earlier. In the qualifiers and in the heats, they had some gaps. I don't see many gaps here. This is very fun and thrilling to watch. As they come around that back corner, we're going to see these people who have been fighting it out on the track in front of our spectators here. Zach Darnell's coming around front.
Kevin Zavala, Darius Arias, Brian Dillard, and Roger Hajali.
We do have some changing positions. We got a Knight Rider, Darius, moving up one position, looking for one of those grand prizes out there.
I believe this is the final lap. That was 4. So we've got Zach Darnell's got to hold on to it. He does have a healthy lead, but you cannot get complacent in PEV racing.
Absolutely. Absolutely anything can happen in these races, and we've seen it happen before, and it will happen again. We're on our final lap here, I believe. We're going to see a checkered flag coming out. And we're fighting for that second and third position still.
Right. Kevin Zavala in second place, but he has a Team Ewell rider hot on his heels. Are we seeing a move here?
Oh, it could be on the inside. He still could have it with a nice line. They're battling back and forth, but the exit is where he's going to get his speed, potentially find him. All right, they're making their way. I see a checkered flag getting ready at that start-finish line, and I expect to most likely see Mr. Zach Darnell coming around that first corner. All right, coming around that last corner now, hitting the home stretch. We got the one and only Team EV's Zach Darnell!
Yeah, Zach Darnell!
Oh, we are going to have to look at that final there.
Got to write her down.
Yes, we have some tight finals here. We're going to have to look at those timing, those chips.
That is the checkered flag, folks. That was such a close finish. We have to go actually to the replay here, and so we can bring you the final standings.
Games, the voice of electric sports.